Wynn smiles, looks at November, raises his eyebrows.
Yeah, she glares at him. She's standing there, she has her cloak drawn over her, but like it's sort of pulled back over one shoulder to show that like her rifle isn't drawn, her like finger's not on the trigger, but her hand is
Mhm.
on the rifle, ready to
Mhm.
raise it at a moment's notice. Her right hand.
Now, and Lydian does kind of turn towards November and say, "Now, don't take that the wrong way. I do believe you had my well-being in mind as well, but you're clearly capable of multitasking. I think, would it be fair to say we are both men who are trying to build things and would prefer it were done in the shadows?
Be quite fair indeed.
Well, then, there's a lot of room in those shadows, especially in a town where the sun shines it the way it does." You can put your mysterious act on hold because, frankly, if you don't want to cause trouble with me, I don't want to cause trouble with you. That's the end of it. If you do, however, there's a lot more where it's coming from. We got deep pockets and a lot of people.
Nico spins their freeze gun. Oh yeah.
When I say I'd prefer stability, I mean it. But I will thrive in chaos if I need to.
You're a man after my own heart. And to be honest, I think there's a bit more confidence to be found in something a bit more, a group a bit more tight knit and understanding of survival.
Gene, don't take this the wrong way. You've been raked over the coals in this meeting, and well, I can see you've contained your anger as best you can, but let me put it bluntly, you are a small man who has climbed into the adult world, and let the adults play this one.
Wynn looks at Gene and just says, think about it this way, buddy. You get to keep your title. You may even get to boss people around still. It's just that maybe that whole idea of being completely in charge is a bit of a pipe dream.
We just fucking emasculating him at this point.
He kind of has it
And
coming.
Gene
It's necessary.
and Gene was like still kind of trembling a bit. And then Wynn just leans forward and says, buddy, do you want to live or do you want to die? You want to
Well,
die chasing your dream or do you want to live? And Gene just buries his face in his hands, and just goes, "Fine, I'm with you."
Perfect. Gene, for a
man,
man who reads the stars you never quite seem to understand, they are very far away.
man, this is the first sensible thing you've said this whole time I've been here.
Don't worry, you still got some use. You can move things around for us. That is something you're pretty good at.
You're going to enjoy more power than when you started, and there'll presumably be a lot less bloodshed. God, I hope there will be less bloodshed. Just wanted to set up some businesses, kick my feet back, collect my money, move on to the next town. It's always dramas. Well, Cherry, you got anything to add? You've been awful quiet the last few.
I
Okay.
think we've covered a lot of good ground.
Well, when gets up 2 days at noon, the dead mother's gonna come and seek you out.
By the way,
Unless
Hopefully
Win.
you'll be in touch.
By the way,
Hopefully
Win.
we'll be in touch with you before then.
what is it?
Just so you know, you didn't answer my question about where you were keeping that scroll. It's fine. You didn't have to.
You have a way with words, now.
Gets me
But
where I
it's
need to
okay.
be.
It's good to keep things close to your chest. You can never reveal everything. Isn't that right, November? And does November respond?
Wait, oh sorry. What did he say?
He said, well, we all gotta keep some secrets. Ain't that right, November?
November discerns reality and spends all 3 questions to shoot him immediately.
Nico hands her like 3 homemade guns so she can do some more. Just in
No,
case.
she just, narrows her eyes at him.
Well, they're expecting me back, so I'll be in touch. Good luck and good night. And he walks out the door.
Man, I don't like him.
I think he's fun.
And
Probably the only
Jean,
person in this city talking any sense.
I'll
He's
decide.
like
I'll
Lydia.
decide if I like him later.
He's like Lydian, but if he was thin and smug about it.
Actually, after Cherry makes her comment, November just sort of mutters, "Yeah, you would think that."
Ooh.
Well,
so Jean just sort
November,
of,
yeah.
just sort of leans back in his chair, releases a sigh of frustration, and just says, "Well, you're in charge."
Is Jean going to be the first NPC we actually drive to suicide?
It would be impressive. No, we won't allow it though. He's just gonna have to sit and watch.
don't worry, Gene. We'll be your star players.
Just don't
Jean
get me.
leans back in his cuck chair and sighs.
Just do me one favor and don't get me killed.
That was never part of the plan, but frankly, whether or not you live is up to you at this point. I'd prefer if you stayed alive. Gene, I don't mind you, frankly.
I don't
Honestly,
like you.
I'd kind of rather he died. Not
Okay.
saying that in character, obviously.
Cherry
Cherry
just announces.
she simply thinks that loudly.
Nico does say yes. I don't like you, Gene. I think your house is terrible.
Yeah, but
You're
you
free
don't
to
want.
sleep
But,
elsewhere.
yeah, but you don't want him to die, Nico. Surely.
Nico just is quiet for a second, looks down and like rubs their shin.
Nico, it's wrong to want people to die.
People lie all the time, but for the sake of argument and for the sake of ease, yes, I don't want him to die.
You'd just be indifferent were it to happen.
Yes, he's a crazy star reader.
Actually, I think between the two star readers we've seen, he's the relatively well put together one.
Yeah, but hating women is problematic. Sherry said so.
Do you hate women, Gene?
I was gonna say, Cherry isn't exactly a bastion of feminism as far as, the female characters of Hemlock have gone.
I like to still think that she told Nico it's wrong to hate women.
I'm just thinking of that fucking bit from L.A. Noire. You fuck young boys, Valdez, but it's just, you hate women, Gene.
Oh God.
You know,
I'm just-
I'm glad that Azora exists, because if she didn't, Ariana would be my most feminist character, and that would be kind of
Yeah.
concerning.
You know,
well,
Her or Bella, Bella's there, but she's, she didn't
yeah.
get a full.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, just thinking Jean later on, like, Lydian, I have an Jane, what did I tell you? Go back in your chair. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to your wife.
I will say, meta level. Fuck Bean. I think this guy sucks. I think he deserves to get killed.
M. No, wait, M. He doesn't suck. That's the part of the plan.
I think he's trying his best. He shouldn't have, but he is.
Nobody likes him.
Like,
God,
look, Ava's eccentric, but I think Jean, like, what the stuff Cherry said, that's pretty real, I think. I think Jean was absolutely going to get Ava killed, and I would like the party to save Ava, if nothing else, from a meta perspective, not in
Yeah.
character necessarily, but meta angle. Whatever we do here, I want us to save Ava.
Well, Ava's a blameless victim in all this.
Yeah.
Granted, she
Other
did.
than,
Other
just
than
gonna say,
being a religious nut who put me through sun torture, but that's just kind of what
Yeah.
you do in this society.
and putting Nico through mental torture.
That's really self-inflicted by Nico's outlook on the world.
Yeah.
It's still, I just thought of something. Genie really, really lucky that he encountered this group in particular. Like no one's probably wouldn't care about him, and
That
If it
might
was
have
their
worked
fu-
out. I don't know if that would have worked out better for him in the long run. That's presuming the wolves don't want to kill him, which that's
yeah,
up in the air.
yeah. But if he had encountered the fucking criminal party, O'Malley, they would have all probably punched him or stabbed him in the back at some point. It really just depends on who gets there first.
It would have worked out better for the den mother, probably, but
Nico becoming increasingly Reddit atheist just says this.
Oh no.
I have read the full quote, and I had never considered how fucking bad it is to cut
What
that.
the fuck is Penn's problem?
Well, the full
Wait,
quote
do you
is...
actually know the full quote? That it
No.
is.
No, I don't actually know the full quote.
No, the full quote is fine. It's just if you cut it off there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's like the fact, because what that came from is whoever made this image that goes around, the fact that they put in bold to really draw your attention to, I do rape all I want. And just,
That's fucking killed me. I fucking hate that. I find that so fucking funny.
Lady
it's
N.
really good.
I do not.
Somewhere there's like a reaction image where it's just cropped on his face with the text, I do rape all I want.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Nico, never say that.
No. Nico isn't spending their bodily functions on mere biological urges.
So do you all leave Gene alone in his office sulking?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, but
I do reach beneath his desk, pull out a decanter, and pour him a drink before I go. But yes,
That's good.
Neo, may Nico use his bathroom so Nico can fuck it up?
Sure.
Gene, it's like he's actually planting an IED in there. Gene will be dead in the morning.
No. Actually, I forget. This Hemlock has flushing toilets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Nico's gonna crank that pressure.
Damn.
You know,
Okay,
toilets have to
roll
be
it.
able to flush.
And
in these
also-
places.
Nico is just casually inventing the power flush toilet.
Roll it.
Yeah, sure. Uh, Damn, these toilets are too barbaric.
You crank it up, but you blast yourself in the face with toilet water.
Oh no! Well, that's how Nico leaves, I guess.
Yeah.
In the face. You've just kind of invented a really god awful like bidet.
Yeah.
Well, at least Nico destroyed his throne.
It flushes you out.
Okay. So over the next like day, like you're just kind of preparing, I suppose.
So what I do is I kind of go over it with Gene. I talk about it with a few with whatever contacts. I head to that kind of refugee center and I kind of make a show of I talk to people in the head and I make a big show of people who long to be citizens of Yuma. Your champion offers you an opportunity. If you all stand by me in the coming troubles, passage into the city will be guaranteed to you. You just must stand with Yuma and prove that you can offer it your body and soul in these trying times.
Roll
Lydian
charisma.
inventing the French Foreign Legion, citizenship by
I-
blood.
Actually,
Out
wait.
this,
I want to aid. I want to aid him. I want to aid him by giving him the megaphone.
Sure, why not? Is that an
Sure.
I do. I do add just as well. Yeah.
What?
There,
Fuck! How many
And-
things do I have?
an outsider has been chosen as champion, and so I offer the opportunity to all other outsiders to stand alongside me, not as just one champion, but as the many champions of Yuma.
How do
Oh,
I
yeah.
roll for helping again?
I hope God will allow
Roll
like
plus
exact.
odds.
Okay. What was it? R2d.
God, I have not been.
Plus-
I've read my
It
bonus.
was
I have not-
2d6, right?
Yeah, 2d6.
Plus 1. You know.
All right.
bit
Well,
of-
now you're
it's
you're in danger if anything. You know.
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
charisma.
Yep. With a +1.
I think he's.
Fuck. Damn it.
You got an 8.
It's that static noise, Lydian, at the start. It really got.
You've got to
people
work out
turning
some
away.
kinks.
Wait, so while Neo is or Ghidra is conniving ways to, make this miserable. Wait, refresh me on what the plan is exactly.
Well, this is part of kind of just getting as many hands on deck so that if the wolves want to be violent, we have a deterrence
Okay,
force.
yeah.
So way earlier, like my contact in the city, which we random rolled, but I just never looked into, was there is a center for I think it's like war refugees or travelers who haven't been allowed
Oh,
into
yeah.
the city. So hey, the champion is now offering a fast track to citizenship if they
Nice.
come and stand alongside us in the city's hour of need.
I have metagame question. What are your spells that you have access to? Like, do you have,
Right now, God, I got to scroll
or
up
in
because
general that you could like meditate for or whatever?
I've got judgment, revelation, and wisdom. So like contract, light, guidance, casting stones. I just never fucking get these as much as I should. I should do more time. I should be like over each and every morning. Oh, I commune, but I never. It always feels like I'm interrupting. Detect magic, fairy fire, detect alignment, mending, planning. Planning would have been a fucking smart one, and actually, I think I
I was
have.
gonna say, yeah, like it's not too late to, because it's the next day now, right?
I think it's a
Even
bit.
if not,
I think it's a.
like you have time.
I might do it. Yeah, I can cast it, but I think I've already done this bit. But yeah, I can cast a
Yeah.
planning.
What is planning? Like, what's the
Cast this spell when you. Oh wait, hang on. I've got to make a plan. Cast this spell when you devise a plan to better your understanding of the situation. When you carry out that plan, take +1 forward.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's not quite as interesting. But I do have several spells that are like, hey, show me the way to do what I need to.
Yeah.
But I'll do
there's
that.
also wait. So do you have the plague? Can you do an economic plague?
I could do an economic plague. Yeah,
I was
Neo,
gonna say, because
could I cause a recession as a plague?
well, I was going to say
But I'm
that
not doing that
for
now.
just
But
but in general, in combating, if it comes to like an adversarial relationship with the wolves, which I would be interested in potentially doing, like I think the plague could be a very good,
a good
tool at
weapon,
our
yeah.
disposal. Like they're definitely not fucking expecting that. And even if we do it as, an economic plague where just like yes, the wolves are probably going to win this war, but they are quickly running out of money and resources, and it's like causing internal stress, whatnot.
The
Like that could
only
be a good.
the only issue is, and this is something that I feel I've had to clarify a lot. I don't want war with the wolves, but this is in case this is a
Yeah.
this is a deterrent measure, which plague could do. But I think if I cast a plague on them, they're gonna go right, fucker. It is war. But that is a good one to have in our back pocket.
And in general, I think it could be if you take it from an angle of not like an aggressive, like say the wolves are adversarial, like even potentially before war, if they don't want to play ball, it's like you misunderstand me as champion. You think this is about force or fighting. I am a businessman. I can, like your organization, you do not have the planning, the infrastructure, the, development to handle, like, that is basically the threat that you can just economically, not through arms, not through violence, but just like choke them out through resources until they're willing to play ball and be accommodating. That they recognize their best course of action is working with you, not trying to fight you.
Well, yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out, but as it is, yeah.
Your economic plague is the lower ranking wolves all go on strike, and the dead mother has to.
Oh no. I'm just thinking back because about this girl Elysium Snake, one of them is gonna be a big racist guy. Oh no.
Oh yeah, we'll get our.
I forget his name.
God, so do I. Fuck, Eraserhead.
But
No.
I did manage to punch him.
So did I. I got a karate kick on the guy.
So, the people are they're raucously on board with your idea. Like, yeah, they'll take up arms, they'll take citizenship. But I'm gonna say you're kind of pissing off a lot of the nobles, the
Yeah.
religious, like higher end people.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
I'm the champion, bitch.
All right. So, partway through the day, do you have a next step of your plan?
Yeah, I think I'm
The
gonna go.
next step of your master plan.
I think we do have to kind of meet with those nobles, but I am gonna, yeah. I'm gonna commune first. So after that break, I am gonna commune.
Okay.
And that is wisdom. So when you spend uninterrupted time, an hour or so in quiet contemplation of devotion, you lose spells granted, add new spells. So I'm level 10, so let me just level +1. Perfect. Oh wait, sorry, I don't need to roll to fucking thingy as spell. That's just commune. It's just fine. Someone else can kind of think for a moment while I just.
Where are you commuting?
I probably go back to Jean's house.
Jean's estate.
Jean's estate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's safe.
All right. I have something I want to do then.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm grabbing my spells.
Let me just read through.
So yeah, this equals up to 11. Oh no, I don't need to thing that one. Never mind, I don't have it. I'll take.
November?
Yeah.
Roll 2d6 plus 2.
Okay.
All right, those are the free spells. That equals up to 11.
Okay.
Tell which one I.
Dang.
Ah, 9. Interesting. Interesting. That makes it interesting. Okay.
Should have been a +3 estimated.
Okay.
Should have been my terrific dexterity.
So, November.
Yeah.
Uh, Aquaro kind of alerts you to something, wants you to pay attention to what it's seeing.
Yeah. Okay.
Or is it he or her?
He.
Yeah, he wants you to pay attention to what he's seeing.
Yes.
So, pretty sure it saw a mole, sort of sneaking around the gardens. And kind of the vibe of like, well, you know what that could mean.
Yeah. When
But
is
it's
this?
lost track of it.
I
Oh,
see.
yeah. Sort of just while Lydian's commuting. It seems to be making it looks you don't know where it's going.
Okay. Well. I believe. 1 second. Wait. I have a thing. Right? We did this, right?
What?
Did we?
Nico, I believe, made a new add-on for my rifle, right?
I
The night
think I,
vision?
yeah, I think I did.
But do
I
I
remember
have
the
that
night vision.
written down? Yeah. Heat vision specifically.
Oh, heat
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that. That's right.
But I'm like, did I actually write that down somewhere? Because where would I have written that down? Oh no, wait, Nico, look at your sheet. Do you have this written down?
Let me see now. Okay.
Because I think it was like, you have to reset its charge, like, after it,
No, I do not have it. I have something empty here, but like, was that it?
There should be. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I don't have it. Done your rations, protective clothing. Yeah, no, I don't have it.
We definitely have it because my bond is for the heat vision scope attachment. The final product is exceptional.
I think we need. Did neither of us write it down?
No, this is a matter of it's tied to your racial bonus. This is allows you to replace
Yes.
the tag,
Yeah, I can replace the tag.
the experimental tag on your gun
but-
with something to give it a narrative thing.
Right. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll do this. I think we had something specifically where it's like if she rolls below a certain thing, kind of like ambush, she loses the heat vision, and then Nico has to come and reset it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That is true. Yes.
But I just don't think we wrote down the rule on that. In any case, though, I want to activate my heat vision and use that to see, looking down at the garden, to see if I can find, a small heat signature moving around in the ground.
All right, let's say use your wisdom for this.
This is like a fucking. I was gonna say it's like a GTA mission. This is a literal GTA mission where you're using the heat vision scope, and it's like, but you see multiple blobs, and it's like, is that it? Okay, Aquilo, go check that one out.
Okay, so you can see there are multiple blobs of heat. Obviously, there are just animals in the garden, but there is one that's moving with like more purpose than you'd expect an
Yes.
animal to move.
In what direction is it moving?
Towards the estate proper.
November is going to, yeah, go down in pursuit of the mole.
Okay. So you're gonna like stalk it through the
Yes.
foliage?
Does it seem to be like how deep in the ground is it?
It's popping up out of the ground occasionally, and then it goes
Yeah.
down like a few, like a foot or so.
Okay, here's the plan. Going to keep eyes. So it's popping up intermittently. Presumably there's some degree of rhythm to that. So November is going to time it with Aquilo to like Aquilo get ready to dive, the moment it like pops up to try and snatch it out of the ground.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna say because Aquilo has how much
I have
ferocity?
animal companion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna look at the stats of Aquilo. Instincts +1, cunning +2, ferocity +2. Okay. Um.
I don't think this is plus to my roll though, since this is just something
Yeah. That's why I had you roll Aquilo's cunning
Mm.
earlier. So I think I'm gonna have you roll. Uh, what's your kind of working with? Roll a +2. D6 +2.
Oh dear.
Oh my. Yeah. So the mole, like,
Yeah.
Aquilo swoops down, and the mole kind of just seems to just like see it coming and dodge out of the way, and then like also kind of bops Aquilo on the head to momentarily like stun it.
I was gonna say, since this is an Aquilo, instinct takes over, and Aquilo just like the predator instincts kick in, and it rips the mole in half, instantly killing Win.
No.
Whoopsies. There goes our contact.
Oh, Aquilo just kind of gets stunned for a bit, and you lose track, and you start to lose track of
Yeah.
the mole again.
Fire several rounds into the ground. No, see, don't want to kill Win. Not yet. Oh, you know what though? I have a move. I
What
have a move. Pin down. You can
are you?
immobilize your targets when attacking them enemy at far range with volley. Them enemy is how it's written.
Okay, well then, that means you're gonna go loud because you have the heat, so no silencer.
Is that?
Yeah, that's what we decided. It was that's part of the thing. That's you change when you put on the heat vision, you get out the silence.
Yep. I'm okay with that in this scenario.
All right, roll volley.
Well, in that case, I have a +1 to this as I have not moved.
Okay.
Um, didn't even need it.
All right. Yeah, you fire several shots, and the mole just suddenly just like stops fucking moving.
Yeah. Every time it's moving in a direction, just,
Yeah.
around in front of it in that.
And a bunch of people, there are a bunch of yelps as much as are like all of the tenders, people tending the garden, like yelp and like go dive for cover.
Yeah.
And there's like commotion in the estate. And Lydia, I'm gonna say you hear commotion around you
What in
just
Sam?
as
Help!
you're commuting.
Have I got the spells, or is this like
Yeah, you got your
interrupted?
spells.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Lydian's gonna run outside.
Yeah, you just see that November has people are yelling about gunshots and I don't know if you can see November, because she's like camouflaged or whatever.
She's just out a window right now.
Yeah,
It's just
She
fine.
is not making herself hard to see.
yeah. So you see November with her rifle pointed out,
Oh, you know what?
and
Then I probably don't
people
run
yelling
outside. Then
about gunshots.
if I heard the gunfire from indoors, then yeah, I probably ran towards the room where the window with November firing. And I kind of cautiously.
It's actually better for me if you're outside.
Yeah, I gotta say, like people, you didn't hear where the bullets came from. Just
Oh,
people just
okay,
heard
fine,
bullets.
fine. Then I
Yeah.
do fine. Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, I head
They're
out.
echoing in the courtyard.
I don't run outside, but I do kind of like peek my head and look.
Yeah.
Lydian's not the kind of guy to run outside when he hears
Yeah.
gunfire
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. When November and Aquilo see Lydian, November does yell out to him, go where I'm shooting. Which, hell of a thing to ask, but...
Yeah, but I guess Lydian trusts. Yeah, he runs in that direction. And while I do, I'm going to cast I'm going to cast detect magic.
Mhm.
I will just I'll draw attention.
Okay.
Seems appropriate. But yeah, I want to
Your golden sun-touched eyes start
yeah,
beaming with the ferocity of a lighthouse.
I can't see. I'm going to attune I don't know what the sense is. I'm going to attune like is there a word for like the sense of pressure? Like kind of kind of sensation to like air pressure, pressure beneath us, like kind of equilibrio kind of deal. Ah, fuck it. I've ju- I'm genuinely trying to remember
Could
the
go
word
with,
for.
like, temperature or something.
Yeah, like yeah, kind of magic giving off like a heat source kind of deal. Like thermoception, but for magic. That's it.
Yeah. Hot,
Uh-huh.
hot, hot, cold, cold, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a faint sense of magic emanating from the ground around where she's shooting.
Okay. Yeah. I
And also, I'm gonna say, uh, this is like a sort of a hmm.
Would be from Aquilo, too.
Yeah, you also get it from like the sky. And
sun probably big
uh
big ball of magic.
you're very much like there's like a yeah, we'll just say that for now.
Okay.
I'll keep something else in my pocket.
Sure. But yeah.
November called down. There's a mole in the ground. Grab it.
All right. This is the garden.
Grab it.
This is a courtyard. Is this? I'm
Yeah.
imagining. Is there like a shovel nearby?
Lydian, there's no need. There's no time
I've
for
got to imagine there's
shovels.
like groundskeepers and so on.
There's like
Lydian
a trough
plunges
nearby,
the
yeah.
shovel into the ground, puts the full weight, his full weight on it, and just like somewhere else, Win is immediately bisected.
Did
There's
you?
like like a garden trowel. There's
Yeah.
something like that around.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get a trowel. Bit less powerful. Yeah. Lydian just kind of like picks up a trowel and, as quickly as he can, starts moving towards where November is firing, just choosing to implicitly trust that she probably isn't sending me to my death. But also,
Okay,
why is
roll
she
dex.
firing at a mole?
Roll dex. So you start digging out with the shot, and you catch sight of this mole, but it's incredibly slippery. It keeps digging down further. It is trying to escape your grasp at every opportunity. Like it keeps slipping out of your grasp, but it's not able to like really move away from you.
Can I roll assist with Aquilo? Like, it would just be a regular assist, but you know.
What would you be assisting?
Like trying to grab the smole.
You already rolled to try and grab it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And it was a 7, so +2 would +1 wouldn't do much.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
actually, Nico just comes hovering around and is like, Lydian, what are you doing exercise and digging?
Nico, quick, freeze the ground.
Freeze it. Well. Yeah, sure. Nico just aims the gun and freezes it. That
All
would
right,
be,
roll it.
yep, that's like gadget usage, field testing, yeah, roll int. On
Lydian's
79,
hands are also
choose
frozen.
2. Okay, I'm gonna take effects won't last for long and we draw unwanted attention.
Oh, that's
Uh,
good.
or put someone in a spot. I see.
Yeah, we draw unwanted attention, like I don't know, a farmer coming. Yo, you, what are you doing with my ground?
This is like a
So
cool.
yeah, Lydian.
Yeah.
Nico fires the gadget, and immediately like the ground is frozen just as you get the mole in your hand. But it's frozen over your wrist in the ground.
I freeze the ground, not me, consign it.
It's a bit hard to aim at this on the spot.
And
Besides,
that's when the mole bites you.
Oh, I'm just gonna try and oh god. I'm trying to think of a way to. I can't quick wit my way or charisma my way out of that. I think I'm going to use intelligence to tell myself that pain is just weakness leaving the body. No, I'm just. It's my worst step, but I can't think of a cleverer way.
You're just gonna try and
intelligence.
get in there and keep holding.
Wait,
Wait,
Lydian, your
actually,
intelligence.
I do have a plan with quick thinking. Nico, actually, keep freezing me. Freeze
What?
this thing to my hand.
Oh, okay.
Is
Nico
can I
fires.
is that would that be intelligence?
Yeah. Roll it.
Do I have to roll
I
anything
fucking
or?
needed it. Yeah, I just as
Yeah.
like
Okay.
yeah. No, I can take some damage if that makes sense.
I'm gonna. No, you don't
It
take
was a
damage.
10.
You
Yeah,
don't take damage. But yeah. Nico just keeps firing, and you have your hand is encased in a block of ice,
I've kind of wanted it to kind of fuse me and the thing
and
together.
the mole is sort of just frozen, it's like kind of fused to you there.
I gotcha. Why do I have you?
Why do you, Lydian? Are you well?
November, what am I doing with this thing? As I'm kind of like, have I? I'm still stuck in the ground, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, November, you might want to hurry on down here. I've got a grip on
Yeah.
it, but
November even uses like a length of rope from my adventuring gear to quickly, drop down from the window. She rappelled down.
Nice.
And then comes over. So yeah, we'll pry the chunk of ice out of the ground with a mole, and November just says, we should probably go somewhere a bit, slightly more private and or enclosed and thaw this out. We'll have company soon.
see.
What did you say you cut out?
I just said, I see. Yeah, I guess like they get his hands out. Maybe he just use the trowel to dig around the block of ice or what have you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ground's
November's got a knife,
yeah.
Yeah,
Ground's kind of hard.
people are just asking why you were shooting as you kind of walk away.
pest control.
Varmint hunting.
And yeah, so you get somewhere more private as the ice does fall pretty quickly because it doesn't last very long.
Oh yeah, as it starts falling, yeah,
As
I kind of tell November, hey, you wanna help me keep a hold on this thing?
Yeah. No, just like have that in a basically like put Lydian's hand in like a little cage basically to something metal to keep this mole in until he shows up
Mhm.
to collect his other half and explain himself.
So yeah, you're sort of just waiting there, and then eventually, I don't know what conversation you're making with Lydian, but eventually there's a knock on the door,
Yeah. Ah, I would bet that's him.
and then yeah, Wynn just walks in, like rolling his eyes, like, "All right, you caught it, you caught him, you caught him. Fair play."
Why is this the second time in my life this has happened? Are they going to turn into? Are they going to turn into your better half? And in the previous case, that was the other person's way better half.
Wait, what are you referencing?
Dwight and Flora when the worm.
Oh, right.
Flora was a worm.
Nothing quite so dramatic.
And then
Though probably more literally accurate.
Wynn just sighs and just says, "Honestly, I just didn't expect there to be a nice gun."
All right, so what? You both keep you.
November does, open the box and like kind of rudely, not like baseball hurls, but without dignity, chucks the mole to win for him to
Yeah.
catch.
And the mole just kind of clings to him and climbs up on his shoulder.
Oh, so you two are both proud pet owners. Any other striking similarities I ought to be aware of?
Actually, he says, looking at November, that you ought to be aware of, I'm not sure.
Did you have any questions for us? Is there something we can fill you in on since you were so curious, clearly?
Well,
Oh, I was just hoping. I'll come out and say it. I was just hoping to keep a good eye on our friend Lydian here.
I've got
See,
plenty
this
of
is
good.
why
I've got
November
plenty.
had to do it like this. She's showing that, she's worth her pay. Showing off. This is performative.
I've got plenty of good eyes on me, Win. You don't have to worry about that now. If there's anything you want to know, you can ask me, and I'll decide whether it's worth telling you.
Well, I suppose I was just wondering, how exactly that how exactly capable are you with that divine magic out there?
Found you, didn't it?
Oh, so?
How capable I am with it is for me to know, and it's none of your concern.
Is this you asking or the wolves curious?
Oh, it's just me. Although, regarding the wolves, I was going to save this for later, but one of the second in commands wants to come talk to you.
And where would he like to speak with me?
He'd like to speak to you somewhere private, alone, without your entourage.
Not sure I can agree.
November sort of scoffs at that.
I'm not sure I can agree to those terms. Now,
I thought you wouldn't. It sounds like a. It sounds like a. But let's just say, they're not asking on behalf of the wolves. They're asking on behalf of themselves. I don't know what that much that means to you, but frankly, I would also see it as a naked attempt to get me alone, but so naked that maybe they're really telling the truth.
See, this is the problem with you types. You're always thinking 5 different layers of subterfuge and lying. Bullet's a lot simpler.
And what if he's thinking in the simple? And what if he's thinking in simple terms? Bullet.
Anyway, they'll only be that he's only going to be in town for available to meet you for a limited amount of time. So I just figured I'd tell you.
Well,
I
you
could give you where to meet him,
tell
but you
me.
have to go alone.
You can tell me that.
And what if he doesn't?
If he doesn't, well,
You're
this
tell.
guy has quite a bit he could pull on you, even if he's alone too.
So this fella, he's of the wolves, but not acting on their behalf. Wanting a secret meeting where I better come alone, and I've got to, and I also have to trust that he'll play it that way,
Hmm.
and it's in my
Sounds
best.
like a Hail Mary to me.
It certainly does.
Up to you if that Hail Mary pays off.
Well, you can tell
What is
me.
that?
Tell
Her,
you can
God,
you can tell me the location, and I'll decide for myself whether I can
yeah.
fit in a little meeting, because I've got quite a busy itinerary. You know, champion and all. Apparently, on day 2 of being the champion, I'm out doing a little bit of gardening. What stage of the prophecy is that?
Well, if you want to go see him, he'll be just out. He'll be in the far east residential district in a nice little in a soup kitchen after hours.
All right.
And he gives you the direct address of it.
Soup kitchen in the Far East. Sure, I'll think about it. Is that all there is, Win?
I suppose that is all I have for you. Just you know, take care not to lose your life.
Take care not to lose your pet.
Oh, don't worry. He's he was up against special competition today.
November rolls her eyes at that.
Yeah, he walks out, sort of like salutes you, and then walks out. And you kind of hear him like talking to the mole, saying like, and it's like, I told you you can't get by the damn bird.
Yeah.
Well, November, supposing I go alone to this meeting. Alone. He says in inverted commas, alone.
Yeah.
How long do you think it would take to get some members of the Star Guard, dress them up like the kind of people who'd be hanging out around and outside soup kitchen after hours, having just filled their bellies?
Frankly, put most of them in their civvies and they'll look like the sort of people hanging out outside a soup kitchen. Pretty sure that's where we found half of them.
Perfect.
The bigger question is how good they are at acting natural. We weren't exactly hiring for subterfuge.
That is a point.
You could send the woman Send
Right.
her alone. Then at least you're showing good faith. Someone showing up alone, and worst case scenario, it's her skin on the line, not yours. Besides, she's good at this talking stuff.
You're suggesting I send Cherry into this?
It's an idea. It's your decision.
It'd probably be taken as an insult, given they specifically asked after me.
They didn't send their high commander. Why should we send you? I actually regret suggesting this now. I think it makes sense from a purely tactical, mechanical perspective, but I'm like, I don't want to have to do this thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll decide. I'll decide whether it's worth doing. God, I picked the wrong fucking spells.
Yeah. Well, you have time.
I might just be a dickhead today. Just like, okay, I'll use that spell. I'm gonna recommune, get new spells, just constantly ringing up.
I mean, yeah.
Constantly
Like the
ringing
point
up
of
God.
the commune is that you can't change them on the fly, like in a tense situation in combat.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
it's
can
like if
prepare
you
for
have
the
an hour,
situation.
you can do it.
Yeah, I know. I just
Yeah.
hate spamming things. It just feels cheap. But
Mm.
so I tend to just.
You've used so few of your spells in the campaign, though. I'm like, any chance to use them.
I suppose. But yeah, for the moment, before I do that, and hey, this might still be relevant, and it might take a while. So if anyone else wants to do a scene or do something, I'm thinking because this spell is fucking weird and layered here. Look at this. I wanna cast questing, and that's what questing does. Describe an objective, however complicated. The GM will tell you what it would take to accomplish normally. You can choose one of those requirements. Yeah, I know. And the GM will tell you an answer and possible way to achieve an easier and possible way to achieve it. I
Huh.
guess what would that might take.
I'll say continuing this scene while Ghidra reflects on that. November does say, frankly, there's also always the possibility that knowing this guy, Win, there might not be any wolf. This could very easily simply be a test by Win to see what you'll fall for or how desperate you are.
That is a point. That's an angle I hadn't considered. What? Well, tell me. What do you know of his playbook? You're familiar with the man. You know he's dangerous. What kind of things has he pulled before?
Should I like just make up some war stories or something?
It's Geechra from something.
Oh, sorry, Ghidra. But okay, unless you have specific things you want November to recount, I could just put in some fluff.
Yeah, you can just put stuff. I'll say.
Isn't it kind of an in-character thing?
He's one of his like. Hmm. One of his one of the if you when you think about it, actually actually what roll like wisdom. All right. So you're thinking about it, and November, I'm gonna say you come to a bit of a realization.
Ooh,
And you can
okay.
fluff up this realization however you want. One of Wynn's most insidious moves was doing like a bunch of subterfuge, not to kill you, but to just get you to look somewhere and to know where you're looking for a bit.
Right.
Like he did this all like he would like get people to like, oh, there's a specific thing I need to look into. And like he'd have something planted there for them. Or that would lead them into like a completely right into his hands, like with misinformation or
Yeah.
something. Or he'd just have them looking somewhere just so that they wouldn't notice him sneaking up anywhere else.
Yeah. Look, how we'd use Wynn's talents a lot in the war. He particularly specialized in false intelligence, or not even necessarily false, that's the problem, but selective intelligence. He was good at letting flip certain things to the enemy, or either posing as a double agent or a neutral third party or something, or even just he wouldn't do it directly, but maybe he talks to someone else who talks to someone else, or it just sets up a bit of evidence in the right way, lets leak a certain bit of information that now the enemy has that, they don't know, we know they know that, and that makes them predictable. If they think, or if they realize we have some convoy going on somewhere and they can cut our supply lines, they have to deal with that. Or they realize artillery's moving in and is about to attack them. They have to address that. They have to sabotage the artillery. But now we know they're focused on that and trying to stop that, which that focus distracts them from other things. And then Wynn can move in and move what he needs to do, or can the rest of us, or even a whole unit or something. A surprise attack that they didn't realize be coming. The problem is, it wasn't necessarily fake intelligence. It wasn't something too good to be true. That's easier for people to not believe. So he wouldn't make up a convoy or artillery moving in. The intelligence, a lot of the time, would be real, and that was what was insidious about it. They had to deal with it, and while they were dealing with it, since we knew they would be dealing with it, it made them predictable and easy to be exploited.
Right. So he wants to lead me down, as all people do. He wants to lead me down the path he wants me to go down. That meeting will get us looking in the wrong direction.
Or the right one. You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what level. Well, if he came to deliver us a message, he probably wanted us to notice that mole. Get a sword rattled.
This still seems like an incredibly roundabout way to getting our attention.
Well,
But again, yes, he may have been expecting me. Very good chance he was expecting me to find the mole. But say I hadn't. Say Aquilo and I had been taking a nap or dealing with something else. Well, the mole still would have been here and still would have been spying on you. That's the trick. You can't afford to look away. But at the same time, if he really wanted to tempt you, if it was completely made up, he probably would have made up something that sounded a lot more tempting than come alone to a meeting with a powerful stranger. Then again, the fact that it's not a good offer maybe just indicates that it's a real one.
great.
Maybe he's just bad at offering things. Have we considered this?
It's definitely a possibility. But whatever he's doing has worked well enough for him so far. He's still alive. He's still messing with people's heads.
Look, Mr. Lydian, or Mr. Mentha, I'm a scout by training. I'm not a commander. All I can do is present you with information. It's up to you to make a decision with what to do with it. God, November's so easy to play. It's great.
No decision making required whatsoever. Just
I know, it's awesome.
abdicate all responsibility to someone else.
Carrie, too, she's always like, whatever you want to do, Lydian. I love playing. It's so easy to be subservient. Wow.
Wow.
What were the feminists thinking?
Yeah, I'm taking the vote away right now. It's going in the bin. Can't have that anymore.
Jerry lamenting the fact.
Well,
Lydian,
Lydian,
after that absolute winding road of information, just reaches into his breast pocket, just pulls out a hip flask and just takes a swig and is like, I need a minute to think.
And he
Having
pulls
said
out.
all that, if his intent was to draw our focus in a specific direction, the fact that he specifically told you to go alone, and there are, more than one of us, he's certainly leaving the option for the rest of us to be up to something else. I imagine you'd want someone nearby for backup.
He'd probably imagine I'd want
But
several
you
somebodies
have the
nearby.
Star Guard, you have me, there's the woman, and the scientist. There's definitely other people, so who's to say?
Perhaps
Finally, someone remembers my title.
it would take us away from Jean and from Eva. I'd be splitting my defensive forces here, there, and everywhere. What if I'm not the target? What if while I'm meeting with him, and I definitely wouldn't go, I might go alone, but I wouldn't go alone. I'd have people in the vicinity. That'd leave Jean and Eva wide open.